If we haven't met, I'm Barb Roose, a Christian speaker, author, and literary agent. Much of my life is writing books and traveling around the country speaking at conferences and events. But most importantly, this is my church. I've been a proud Creeker, and I've attended CedarCreek for over 26 years. So it's an honor to celebrate and acknowledge Black History Month by telling you about someone who inspired me. When I was a girl, I remember being told the story of Sarah Breedlove, who would go on to become Madam C.J. Walker. She was America's first self-made female millionaire. Born in 1867 Louisiana to parents freed from slavery only a few years before, Sarah was orphaned by age 7, married at 14, and widowed by age 20. A single mother, Sarah moved to St. Louis to stay with her brothers who were barbers. And they helped Sarah after she began experiencing substantial hair loss because she worked as a laundress and she was exposed to severe chemicals and was suffering from malnutrition. Eventually, Sarah found work as an agent selling hair care products to Black women. And inspired, she began developing her own products. And after marrying Charles Walker in 1907, she rebranded herself as Madam C.J. Walker. In the early 1900s, Madam C.J. began selling hair care products to Black women door to door. And as her success grew, even in post-Civil War U.S., where most Black people weren't allowed to go into businesses, they faced the terror of lynchings and Jim Crow segregation. But Madam C.J. had the vision and the courage to bring hope and new employment options to Black women who could usually only work as a house cleaner or laundress. So to accomplish her vision, Madam C.J. traveled the country not only to sell her products, but she also created the Walker System. It was a training program that licensed Black women as agents to sell her products, and she paid them a life-transforming commission. And not only that, but Madam C.J. was known for her vast generosity to Black colleges and Black causes. Her company charter actually required that 2/3 of profits were to be given away to others. Well, it's often said that those who light the match rarely have an opportunity to enjoy the warmth of their fire. And this is true for Madam C.J. Walker, who died in May 1919 at only 51 years old. Until her death, Madam C.J. Walker lived to invest and improve the lives of African Americans, especially Black women who had few options and very little hope. One of the things that inspired me most is that Madam C.J. Walker looked like me. At a time when I was growing up, that didn't happen. And so seeing her gave me a vision that God had more for my life. As an African American and Christian, my purpose is to teach women to live beautifully strong and courageous in spite of their fears so that they could experience God's great adventure of faith and purpose for their lives. And as a speaker and author, I have the honor of traveling the country just like Madam C.J. Walker. And it's a joy, as well as a humbling privilege for me to be a part of God's work in our world. I'm so grateful for Madam C.J.'s footprints, and I pray that her work and legacy inspires you today.